At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and under. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering roads. Flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will Waubonsee and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. 57 p.m. Dot was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast 8 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. 2 p.m. conditions for the local area. The temperature would degrees, the dew point 59, and the 48%. The wind was 14 miles an hour, gusting to 23.00 inches and falling. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., dopping heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorm. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks, streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded road. Most flood deaths occur. A strong thunderstorm will impact north-central Waubonsee and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected: hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. Consider seeking shelter inside a building. The dew point 59. And the relative humidity was 48%. The wind at 14 miles an hour, 23 falling. The National Weather Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County and northeastern Kansas, north-central Riley County and northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. These are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses for drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include: turn around, don't. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Storm will impact north-central Waubonsee and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, east at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern Kansas, north-central Riley County in northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. 2:06 p.m. The radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall expected has include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The current time is 3:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A strong thunderstorm will impact north-central Waubonsee and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are hail damage to outdoor objects. St. George, Louisville, Wamego. Outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flood for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern central Riley County in northeastern Kansas until 5 p.m. Rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected. Hazards include flash caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. Expected flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience wind-off when encountering flooded roads. A strong thunderstorm will impact north-central Waubonsee and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern Kansas, north-central Riley County in northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and as well as other poor drained and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will impact north-central Wabansie. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar. The following impacts are expected: hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern Kansas, north-central Riley County in northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicates thunderstorms producing heavy rain in the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will impact north-central Wabansie and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected: hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Here are the 3 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was cloudy. The temperature was 77 degrees, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity was 53%. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.99 inches and falling. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern Kansas, north-central Riley County in northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Amounts of 1 to 2 possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will impact north-central Wabansie and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2 radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Here are the 3 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was cloudy. The temperature was 77 degrees, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity was 53%. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour. Pressure was 29.99. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern Kansas, north central Riley County in northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of flash flooding is ongoing or again shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will impact north central Waubonsee and southeastern Pottawatomie counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A strong thunderstorm will impact southeastern Yamaha and northwestern Jackson counties through 4 p.m. At 3:17 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Circleville, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Expected hazards include half-inch hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Impacts are expected. Minor damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Wetmore, Circleville, and Netawaka. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Here are the 3 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was cloudy. The temperature was 77 degrees, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity was 53%. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.99 inches and falling. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a flash flood warning for southwestern Marshall County in northeastern Kansas, north central Riley County in northeastern Kansas, until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will impact north central Waubonsee and southeastern Pottawatomie counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A strong thunderstorm will impact southeastern Noaa and northwestern Jackson counties through 4 p.m. At 3:17 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Circleville, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Expected hazards include half-inch hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Minor damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Wetmore, Circleville, and Netawaka. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Here are the 3 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was cloudy. The temperature was 77 degrees, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity was 53%. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29 point and falling. The National Weather Service issued a flood warning northeastern Kansas, north central Riley County, and northeastern Kansas until 5 p.m. At 2:06 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Randolph. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The current time is 3:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A strong thunderstorm will impact north central Waubonsee and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 3:30 p.m. At 2:57 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 4 miles southeast of St. George, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, and Wamego. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Thunderstorm will impact southeastern Noaa and northwestern Jackson counties through 4 p.m. 9 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Circleville, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Expected hazards include hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Minor damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Wetmore, Circleville, and Netawaka. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a. Here are the 3 p.m. degrees. The dew point 59, and the relative humidity was 53%. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The National Flash Flood Warning for northeastern County in northeastern Kansas, southeastern Noaa County in northeastern Kansas, until 8 p.m. At 4:01 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3.5 inches of rain have fallen. Inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Holton, Circleville, and Netawaka. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. A strong thunderstorm will impact eastern Jefferson County through 4:30 p.m. Radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles south of McLeod, moving north at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected: gusty winds could knock down small tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Winchester and McLeod. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A strong thunderstorm will impact southeastern Riley, northern Waubonsee, and southeastern Potawatomi counties through 4:45 p.m. At 4:06 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 6 miles south of St. George, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected: gusty winds could knock down twigs or small limbs and blow around objects. Hail damage to outdoor objects and vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include St. George, Louisville, McFarland, Wamego, Bellevue, and Texaco. This includes Interstate 70 between mile markers 316 and 332. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. The current time is 4:26 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Here are the 4 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 77 degrees, 0.59, and the humidity was 52%. The wind was south at 8 miles an hour. The National Weather Service, a severe rain across the warned area. Fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. To include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source: radar. The following impacts are expected: flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses.
Good evening, Chad Jones with you in the NWKS Radio Weather Center as we continue with our severe weather coverage this evening. And we were expecting an active evening, and it has started here early on this morning, or this afternoon, with a couple of warnings out there right now. In fact, Logan County, Greeley County, Gove, Logan, Sheridan, and Thomas, several warnings out there. We have meteorologist Chris Schromick on the line with us here tonight. Chris, weather pattern here this evening. What are we expecting to see tonight?
Well, we've got a thunderstorm watch that's going to be in place until 11 p.m. and that's for all the counties in Kansas and Kit Carson and Colorado. But this main threat of thunderstorms looks like it'll probably be along highways 25 and to the east with the heaviest storms. We got these current warnings out there that'll be in effect for until 4:45 p.m., and then they're developed into some strong storms. The strongest one is in that Monument area just to the west of Oakley. These storms are slowly trending to the north and east at around 15 miles per hour. They do have the potential for wind gusts of 60 miles an hour, half-dollar size hail, and we need to keep an eye on them because there is a possibility that some of these cells could have a little bit of rotation if we're watching them. And I know this one here in that west of Oakley is probably the strongest one. Our other threat with these storms here this evening will be the locally heavy rain. They're going to be slowly moving in that northeasterly direction, not moving much to the east, and so you could have storms training over each other as they line up, and particularly now over that Logan County, southeastern Thomas County, southwestern Sheridan County. If we get 2 or 3 of these severe thunderstorms in a row, we could pick up quickly an inch, 2-inch, 3-inch type rainfall amounts, and then that would result in some localized flooding. This is a threat. These storms are expected to backbuild a bit to the west. So if you're to the west of this line of cells, it's now extending itself from the Russell Springs area through Oakley and extending down now into the Tribune and Greeley County with a warning. We'll see potential probably in western Thomas County, western Rollins County, maybe even working into the eastern Sherman County and Cheyenne as they backbuild to the west. So again, looks like the heavier threat is going to be along this line. That's now from Russell Springs through Oakley, maybe upwards towards Oberlin. That's where that training line of storms will be, and then we'll have more scattered, isolated, severe potential back to the west as we move into the evening hours. Once we get past 10 o'clock, the threat probably lessens and this activity moves off to the east.
Now, again, it's kind of one of these deals. You guys have been watching this a little bit and expecting some storms today, but really kind of a over the next several days, the possibility of getting some much-needed moisture out here in the area.
Yeah, the thing with this is it is a pattern shift. We had been kind of blocking northwesterly flow prior to this, pretty much since the first week of April. We got some storm activity then. So the last couple of weeks has been dry. And with this, we got zonal flow, so we're going to see disturbances come through each day all the way through Saturday before we start drying out a little bit on Sunday and Monday. So, again, tomorrow afternoon, evening, we could see another round of storm activity. Friday night looks like storm activity. Then again with a warm front coming back through on Saturday afternoon and evening. As far as the severe weather, we got a marginal threat probably again tomorrow in the evening. The Friday night stuff probably will not be severe, and then we'll be watching again on Saturday. Again, we don't expect widespread outbreaks with like lots of tornadoes or really, really big hail, but these isolated cells could give us, some of that hail, wind gusts to 60 mile an hour. And tonight we'll be watching that locally heavy rainfall in some of those areas.
All right. Well, Chris, we appreciate you being with us and available for us, and we'll keep in touch here, I'm sure, quite a bit over the next several days.
Yep, we'll be in touch.
All right. Thank you very much. That's meteorologist Chris Schromick joining us here this evening. Again, right now we have several active warnings for our listening area. You hear the beeps in the background on the radio station. That means there is an active warning for our listening area, and information regarding that warning is upcoming soon. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Greeley County. That is in effect until 4:15 Mountain Time, 5:15 Central Time tonight. Again, that storm about 10 minutes ago was 12 miles northeast of Hartman, or 15 miles north of Coolidge, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour with 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. We also have, have a Greeley County down in the Tribune area. There's a warning for that listening area. Logan County, Kansas. Again, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for north till 4:45. Again, the latest update, that one at about 11 minutes ago, it was 7 miles west of Russell Springs, or 24 miles east of Sharon Springs, and moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. That one was 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Again, on that one. Let's see here. We also have the original warning we had out. Again, this one is thunderstorm warning that's in effect. This is currently at 4:23. So 15 minutes ago, this storm was located over Monument or 9 miles west of Oakley, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect damage to roof siding and trees. This affecting Monument, Angeles, Mingo, Menlo, Halford, and Oakley. And if you're on Interstate 70, it'll be affecting you between mile markers 61 and 81. If you're in the path of the storm, get to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. As we continue to watch the line of storms building rapidly again here throughout our listening area. We will have meteorologist Chris Schromick on board with us. We have weatherology meteorologist on board with us as well tonight. And we will be here to keep you up to date between those two and the service office in Goodland. We'll have you covered here with all the latest. We're going to take a break, get another update. I have more weather information for you coming up here in a few minutes on this NWKS NWKS radio station. And again, our severe weather coverage is service of Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Andrew Flanagan, Roof Masters, and Pathway Ag. It is 441 Central, 341 the Mountain Time Zone.
769-3038 or visit us online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
24-hour access online and on the app.
I can play it whenever I want.
100.3 The Ride.
The National Weather Service in Goodland has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Wallace County, southeastern Thomas County in northwestern Kansas, central Logan County until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time or 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 3:40 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time or 4:40 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 4 miles northwest of Oakley to 8 miles south of Wallace, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Will be near Oakley and Monument around 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Rhino now around 4:55 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Other locations in the path of these severe thunderstorms include Menlo. This includes Interstate 70 in Kansas between mile markers 55 and 75. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm.
Good evening, Chad Jones with you in the NWKS Radio Weather Center. Let's get you up to date with that latest warning you just heard come in from the National Weather Service office in Goodland. It is a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Wallace County, southeastern Thomas County, and central Logan County in Kansas, and this is until 5:30 Central Time tonight. At 4:40 Central Time, so 7 minutes ago, this severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from 4 miles to the northwest of Oakley to 8 miles south of Wallace, and it's moving northeast at about 25 miles per hour. We're seeing
You know, don't nothing come easy. You gotta try real hard. I tried hard.
The National Weather Service in Dodge City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Ness County in west central Kansas, southwestern Trego County in west central Kansas, northeastern Lane County in west central Kansas, until 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:47 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Shields, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Expected hazards include quarter-size hail in Kansas, Ness, and Trego.
As that is where they updated this severe thunderstorm on this last little go around here. So again, we still have that warning in effect. Greeley storm warning in effect down there. Again, it's kind of in the southern portions of the listening area for our FM signal, but again, on the AM side of things, in the middle of things for them, Greeley, and that warning with some ping pong ball size hail in that area and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And that is located 10 miles to the south of Towner, or 17 miles southwest of Tribune, and that's moving north to 15 miles per hour. And again, ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And again, that size is very dangerous to people or animals, as well as to roasts and pretty much anything else in the path of that. That storm remaining over mainly rural areas of southwest. We do have listeners in those areas on the AM side of things, so we'll try to keep you up to date there in the Greeley County area. Also, let's get another update here. We've got it's in effect for Trego, Lane, and Ness counties. Again, it's a little stretch in our listening area, but again on the AM side. And the whole area in a severe thunderstorm watch throughout the evening here tonight. Logan, Thomas, and Wallace counties, the other warning that is in effect, that's the one we just talked about. Again, that one will be going till 5:30 Central Time. 5:30 Central Time. The last update on that was 11 minutes ago. The storm, we're located along the line extending from 4 miles northwest of Oakley to 8 miles south of Wallace, and it's moving northeast at about 25 miles per hour. Let's see here. We're seeing some hail on our listeners for keeping us up to date on that. And of course, if you're in the listening area, we'd love for you to just send us, text us any information you can, whether it's pictures or just an update like this previous one where there's hail on the ground in the Oakley area. Again, our phone.
We just love the weekend. Kate is the best.
Sabrina Carpenter is just beautiful and amazing.
$half size hail now. Sorry, we have gotten bigger with that. $half size hail now. And 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Keep it here. We will keep you up to date on the latest from the National Weather Service office in Goodland, as well as our meteorologist, Chris Schromick. We're all...
The heavy rain has ended. Flooding is no expected to pose a threat. Please continue to heed remaining road closures. The current time is 4:56 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Here are the 4 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 7 degrees, the dew point 59, and the relative humidity was 53%. The wind was south at 8 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.98 inches and falling. The National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a tornado warning for west central Jefferson County in northeastern Kansas, north central Shawnee County, southeastern Jackson County in northeastern Kansas until 5:15 p.m. At 4:50 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles southeast of Hoyt, moving east at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornado and $half size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, will occur. Tree food. Hoyt and Meriden. Take cover now. The National Weather Logan County until 5:15 p.m. Central Day, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornado and ping pong ball size hail. This is a radar indicated threat. Spotters are reporting a lowering, rotating wall cloud. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Monument around 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Oakley around 5:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This includes Interstate 70 in Kansas near mile marker 75. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas: Logan and Thomas.
All right, good afternoon. You're listening to NWKS Radio. Let's get to it. Let's do this real quick. This is severe weather coverage on KXXX Colby, KRDQ Colby, KWGB Colby, KKCI Goodland, Flanagan, as well as Pathway Ag and Roof Masters. All right, this is severe weather coverage on NWKS Radio. As you just heard from the EAS warning, lots going on. All right, we got meteorologist Chris Schromick. He is on the line. Chris, what is the latest, my friend?
We were just, before that ES went off, I was on the phone with Chad, and he had a listener responding in with a text message that he could see the wall cloud and that rotation to the west of Oakley and to the southwest a little bit there. And as sure as that message came in, we did get this warning, where a tornado warning is now in effect for that area in southeastern Thomas County, northeastern Logan County, here until 5:15. Radar has indicated rotation in that cell that's just towards the Thomas County line, and there is, spotters out there that also reported lowering of and the rotating wall cloud. So this on the ground as we speak, but it is a lowering to take precaution for if you're in that area along that Highway 25 or on that Thomas County line just to the north of Monument. That cell is slowly moving to the north and east at about 15 miles per hour, and that would affect areas there in southeastern Thomas County here over the next 15 minutes or so. So we're keeping an eye on that. We also have that severe thunderstorm warning that's now been expanded to include all of the eastern half of Thomas County, western Sheridan County, all the way through Wallace County and Logan County to the west and east of those counties up until 5:30 p.m. And that is a line of thunderstorms that have developed all the way from Tribune through the Oakley area. And again, these are slowly moving to the northeast, anywhere from 25 to 15 miles per hour. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cells on that line. This evening, those areas will see locally heavy rainfall and do have those totals get up there 2 and 3 inches here over the next 2 or 3 hours. Again, the rest of the listening area is in a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. But right now, we're focused on this rotating cloud. It's now showing a good funnel and a hook on the radar. Just a minute. Places to the north and east of that take cover immediately. This is a potential tornado lowering on the ground, and it is showing that signature now on the radar as well. PM, that does include Monument, the Oakley area, and everything to the north and towards Colby, there, eastern parts of the county there. So southeastern Thomas County Monument, take cover immediately. We got a lowering funnel and rotation showing up on radar, and then we've got several cells right behind that could have ping pong size, golf ball type size hail in them as well.
All right. It is meteorologist Chris Schromick. This also includes Interstate 70 in Kansas. This is going to be mile marker 75. That is your closest mile marker there, again, for this tornado warning. All right. Chris, briefly, what once this clears out for the rest of the evening in the state area?
These storms are going to be slow to move off to the east. Like we said, they're draining to the north and east on a slow-moving, low-pressure system that's kicking out of south. So if you're to the, let's say, the Oberlin area, places to the east of Highway 25 in Rollins County, boundaries going back to the west. So these isolated storms could pop up from Brewster to McDonald, backwards to the west. Atwood would be included in that, where you could have some quick, some small hail. Could trigger a warning, too, but the main threat will be this line, this training. It'll eventually be moving up there into, like we said, eastern Rollins, western Decatur County, possibly with a warning when it reaches there, and then the cells that are continuing back to Logan County areas for the next couple hours. Again, this will be slow to move off to the east. Probably won't be clearing the area until 10 p.m. or so this evening, towards the end of that watch. But again, we're watching this one that's in the monument area, heading towards that mile marker 75.
All right, thanks a lot. It's meteorologist Chris Schrumick. Chris, we'll check in with you here in a little bit again. We have a tornado warning for south central Thomas County in northwestern Kansas and northeastern Logan County in West Mountain Central Daylight Time, 4:15 Mountain Time. 4:56, severe thunderstorm capable with that tornado that has dropped over Monument, or about 10 miles west of Oakley. It's moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. We've got a tornado, ping pong ball size hail. With this is a rotating wall cloud. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter, so take cover now. This includes the area of Monument, the town of Oakley, in the next 5 minutes or so. Again, it also includes I-70 in Kansas near mile marker 75. Take cover. Make sure you move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a level of a home. And here are some updates for you with this tornado warning.
If your area is under a tornado warning, you may only have a few minutes to get to safety. Seek shelter. Go to a safe room, basement, storm cellar. If there is no basement, go to the center of the building and away from windows and doors. Put as many walls as possible between you under a sturdy object like a table and cover yourself with pillows. Use your arms to protect your head and neck. A helmet can offer some protection too. If you are in a car, drive to a shelter immediately. If there isn't enough time and you are caught by extreme winds or flying debris, park the car as quickly and safely as possible out of the traffic lanes. Stay in the car with the seatbelt on. Put your head down below the window. Cover your head with your hands and a blanket, coat, or other cushion if possible. Under an overpass or bridge, and never try to run a tornado in an urban or congested area. If you are outside, find the lowest point on the ground and lie face down. Use your arms to protect your head and neck. And most importantly, watch out for
building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas, Finney, and Haskell.
A warning from the National Weather Service in Goodland, Kansas. A tornado warning for south central Thomas County in north central Kansas until 5:50 time. So we're at about 7.5 minutes left on this tornado warning. Will be allowed to expire. Again, that's affecting the areas in the next 2.5 to 3 minutes. It also includes I-70, tornado warning in effect. This is for Thomas County, central portion, and northeastern Logan County until 5:15 at about 4:56 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Severe thunderstorm with that tornado was located over Monument, and it's about 10 miles west of Oakley. This one is moving slow at about 25 miles per hour. Tornado, ping pong ball size hail with this storm today. And as we talk to meteorologist Romick later, it looks like a storm's going to last till you can feel it in the air. You knew it was coming. I mean, we knew there was a possibility of severe weather, but man, oh man, you could feel it throughout the day today. All right. Let's go over here. Of course, we do that severe thunderstorm watch for our entire listening area. That is until 11 o'clock Central Time tonight. But we're just getting started. 5 began Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. As we try to get updates here from the National Weather Service. All right, so we got that tornado warning until 5:15 for Logan and Thomas County. Also dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning. That is until 5:30 Central Time. That is for the areas right now. In fact, an update on this. This storm's located basically a line extending from 5 miles southwest of Menlo to miles east of Wallace. It's moving at about 25 miles per hour, ping pong ball size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. With Oakley, people, animals will be injured in this storm. Expect hail damage to roofs and more. It's going to affect Winona, Menlo, and Monument here in the next few minutes. So Monument really getting a severe thunderstorm, but also the tornado warning impacted by this storm include Mingo and Halford. It includes I-70. So if you're on I-70 and you're between mile markers 55, which is near Colby, over to 75, where the tornado warning pretty much is, you be protected. And another thing, and you will always heard, I remember growing up, you always heard, man, let's go ahead and park under the underpass on I-70. That is not the place to be. It actually happened. It all changed with the major Moore, Oklahoma tornado years ago, where people perished because they were parked underneath overpasses and stuff. And so they're saying that is not the place to be. All right. Real quick, again, as we go back, we've got here for another 4.5 minutes. We'll see this if this expires. Is this tornado warning until, didn't know if they're going to try to extend it here. We'll see what happens. So that tornado warning in effect until 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It's located over Monument, 8 miles west of Oakley, but it is moving. Now it is slowing down to 15 miles per hour. It was at 25 for a while. And looks like radar indicated rotation with this one. We did get a text earlier at 785-460-0790. Someone saying, you know what? We're starting to see a little hook coming out of the sky. And it wasn't 2 minutes later, bam, we had ourselves a tornado warning. Flying debris going to be a big problem with this storm. It's going to be around Monument now. Going to be over in Oakley in a few minutes. Includes I-70 in Kansas near mile marker 75. So make sure you take cover now. Parts of this listening area are in a tornado warning at this time. A tornado warning means a tornado has been spotted and is doing damage on the ground. Your quick shelter precautions may save your life and the lives of others. A tornado's been sighted and you need to take shelter at this time. If you're in a home, seek the basement or the lowest level if you're in a vehicle. Stay with us on this station. Again, we're in a tornado warning, meaning a tornado's been spotted by the public, law officers, or trained storm spotters. All right, it is Severe AS Radio, courtesy of Masters of Colby, Pathway Ag, and Andrew Flanagan of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Let's check in with meteorologist Chris Schrumick and find out the latest. Chris?
We were just, before that ES went off, I was on the phone with Chad, and he had a listener responding in with a text message that he could see the wall cloud and that rotation to the west of Oakley and to the southwest a little bit there. And as sure as that message came in, we did get this warning, where tornado warning is now in effect for that area. in southeastern Thomas County. Radar has indicated rotation in that north or just to the north and west of Monument that is heading towards the Thomas County line. And there is, spotters out there that also reported lowering of a funnel and the rotating wall cloud. So this isn't on the ground as we speak, but it is a lowering funnel and something that we need to take precaution for if you're in that area along that Highway 25 or on that Thomas County line just to the north of Monument. That cell is slowly moving to the north and east at about 15 miles per hour. Effect areas they're in southeastern Thomas County here over the next 15 minutes or so. So we're keeping an eye on.
The National Weather Service in Goodland has issued a tornado warning for south central Thomas County in northwestern Kansas, northeastern Logan County, until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:12 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Monument, Oregon, 8 miles west of Oakley, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornado and ping-pong ball-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. Spotter reports of lowering, rotating wall cloud from the top of the hour. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is around 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 5:25 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This includes Interstate 70 in Kansas between mile markers 73 and 75. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas: Logan and Thomas.
Okay, so there you go, and that had got our question answered. We were coming up against the possibility of that tornado warning expiring at 5:15, but it has ramped back up. So we're going back to meteorologist Chris Schramek. All right, Chris, what's the latest with this tornado warning?
Well, this warning now is kind of shifted off to the east a little bit. It does include Oakley and has Oakley in the path of that storm at 5:25, 5:30 p.m. here this evening. It's going into effect until 5:45 and does include mile mark 3 to 75 on I-70. We last heard on in the last report, we saw that part has weakened just a signature on just a little bit, but it hasn't moving really slow to the east and northeast there, 10 miles west of Oakley. Oakley is included in this warning, so please take cover if you're in Oakley. It does look like it'll be a little bit to the west of Oakley, but it is a situation that's dangerous. And this tornado is kind of not moving a whole lot to the north. So we'll keep an eye on that rotation area that's now just to the north and east of the Monument area. Again, that warning will go in effect until 5:45. It's also included into a large area, extends all the way from Menlo in western Sheridan County all the way down to southeastern Wallace County. There is a coverage area there that includes all like Winona, Monument, Oakley, Colby is just to the south and east of this, or to the north and east of this, west of this warning area. Until 5:30 p.m. So that is a severe thunderstorm area. There are 4 clusters of cells in that warning box, and all of them are moving to the east-northeast slowly with some back building to the west. So it does look like Colby will get back building on from this cell in the 30 minutes. That cell will be sliding in from the south and east of Colby, working back. It could have hail in it, and some of these wind gusts up there to 60 mile an hour. When the next warning comes out, again, we've got that trending line of storms that'll produce heavy rainfall over the next couple of hours. You could see 1, 2, 3 inch type amounts in that area, producing some flooding and potential for that large hail. A lot of that is rural, but again, those winds gust 65, some isolated tornadoes, and the large hail. Again, we're watching this main cell that is to the north and east of Monument. Got the rotation on radar and the sighting of a funneling cloud lowering from the sky from weather spotters. Again, that is moving to the north and east towards I-70 and just to the west of Oakley here until 5:45 with that warning box.
All right. It also includes I-70 in Kansas between mile markers 73 and 75. Thank you, Chris. We'll chat with you here in a bit. All right. I'm going to see if I can do this and transfer calls here because I am going to go ahead and click here. And I should have been on hold. By the way, thank you for being on hold. Hopefully you're redundant told me. So you're a trained weather spotter. Is that what you, that's what you do? Hello? Oh. Try this. Hi, good afternoon. Who is this?
This is Greg Tetley Storm Chase, and I'm a almost 40-year chaser spotter and report to National Weather Service and had all their training.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hope we had our meter on talking about this tornado warning. We're glad to have you on the broadcast. Please tell us kind of what you see.
Well, I am just right at the northern edge of Oakley right now, and all cloud. It's just about directly south of the highway, but not by much. As far it does show signs of that. However, in the last 15 minutes, I have not seen a funnel or anything of that nature come out of it. Radar looks like it's maybe starting to break down a little bit, but in my years, I've seen these do that on occasion, and then they will be in a rebuilding process. They break down a little bit, they get in a little more unstable air, and they build back up and do it again. So we want to keep a close eye on that, especially to everybody in the Oakley area. And just with that, we picked up mostly pea to quarter-size hail, nothing much bigger than that right now. And not right now, looking to the southwest of Oakley, and you can see the wall cloud very clearly, and if anything comes out of it, we'll have a great view of it from where I'm at right now.
Oh, my gosh. You are like a phenomenal addition to this broadcast, my friend. You are welcome to call us anytime we're in severe weather. Of course, this is our first day of many days that we'll all be hanging out together. Feel free to call us anytime you desire. We'll get you right on the air. And again, we appreciate everything you've done for so many decades. Thank you for your community service.
Especially this year with the number of cutbacks to the National Weather Services and the less balloons going up. We're going to need as many eyes out here as we can get to keep an eye on these things. I know a couple years ago or 3, I can't remember for sure, I was in on the one at Selden that went through there, and I've been in about everything you can imagine across Kansas, parts of Nebraska. I actually live in South quite a bit, know the area well, and we try to report to every radio station we can get to down here. So I logged those phones into my call, and we keep you posted. And as we're talking here, the wall cloud is starting to reorganize. I'm seeing more defined area to it and more of a gradual speeding up of the round. But this thing's moving really talking. So
well, I know when we were to our meteorologist, he said that was one of the difficult things with tonight's pattern is that these storms are going to move so slow. And I know that like last year when we had all these storms that, you know, things would move along anywhere from 20 on as things are just kind of just moving very per hour. especially with this tornado, they're just not moving.
That's exactly right. And that's in storms earlier this year in the Missouri area that were moving 55 and 60 mile an hour. As we speak, we are getting it's trying to organize a funnel. It just hasn't managed to do it. Looks like the winds have picked up into it, and we've increased an inflow from the east to the west back into the base of this storm. So as long as we get that inflow stays into it, it has the potential to produce a tornado.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Real quick, I always want to, again, we have a tornado warning for South Central Thomas County, northeastern Logan County till 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I want you briefly, if you could help me, because you're from this area, of course, we have a major interstate that goes through here, I-70. People are coming from all over the country. And there may be a lot of folks who have not been in this kind of severe weather that don't.
The National Weather Service in Goodland has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Wallace County, southern Thomas County in northwestern Kansas, northern Logan County, northwestern Gove County, until 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:23 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or 5:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunders along a line extending from 4 miles south of Colby to 3 miles southeast of Wallace, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Severe thunderstorms will be near Colby around 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This includes Interstate 70 in Kansas between mile markers 52 and 80. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6 p.m. Central Time, or 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas: Gove, Logan, Thomas, and Wallace.
All right, so we've got another thunderstorm warning. Are you there by any chance? You still on the line with me?
Yes, I am.
Hey,
I'm still watching this.
Yeah, what's the latest?
So it's still there. It's still trying to organize. Have not seen a funnel, which is great news. And the rain has let up, and we have a very clear view of the actual wall cloud down. So that's a good thing, because when you first saw this thing earlier, it was kind of rain-wrapped and hard to pick out. But boy, it's just barely moving and drifting a little bit more off to the north and northeast. But still, from my location, it hasn't encroached on me more than maybe a mile and a half. It's actually southeast of Monument, where that's showing up now. But if you look from the north of Oakley south, you can see it well defined. It looks like it's kind of tightened up on intensity.
Well, I do appreciate it. But again, as I real briefly, so we do have that tornado warning for South Central Thomas County, northeastern Logan County till 5:45 Central Time. It is moving over the area of Monument and towards Oakley, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Tornado ping pong ball size hail. So we have people who are traveling from all over the country, I-70, who may not be familiar with this kind of weather. So in a tornado situation, what do you recommend to people who are driving on ends? So we say, hey, it's possible as tornadoes near mile marker between 73 and 75. What do you
out of the overpass? You do not want to crawl up underneath them. We have more fatalities that way because it creates such a suction under there, and it basically will suck you straight out from inside that with the vortices of the tornado as it goes by. It just pulls you straight out like a cannon shot. Best thing you can do is to get off the road, find an exit if possible before you get to those mile markers, and wait it out. If you can't and you get caught out there, get out of your vehicle, find a ditch, lay flat, cover your head, and you got a better chance of surviving there than flying through the air in your vehicle. I don't care if you're seat belted or not, as some colleagues of mine unfortunately found out at El Reno with the Samarises and Carl Young. That was, a bad day for all of us. So as chasers, we have the experience. We know where to set, where not to. Sometimes Mother Nature throws us a curveball. The interstate, mention the radio. If they stay mile marker, then do not park under the overpasses.
Oh, advice from a professional. Thank you so much. If you want to call in time.
We appreciate the compliment, guys, and like I say, anytime more than happy to call in, shout over here, and let's hope this thing doesn't, and things calm down here later.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. This is severe weather.
Oakley and has Oakley in the capacity of that 5:30 here this evening. This warning does go in effect until 5:40. As we last was in the last report, we saw that funnel and rotation there in that monument area. It's still showing that signature on the radar. It has weakened just a little bit, but it hasn't moved to the north and east of it a little bit. And again, that storm is moving really slow to the east and northeast there, miles west of Oakley. Oakley is included in this. In Oakley, it does look like it'll be a little bit to the west of Oakley, but it is a situation that's dangerous, and this tornado is kind of showing that path that it is sliding to the east slightly and not moving a whole lot to the north. So we'll keep an eye on that road now, just to the north and east of the monument area. Again, that warning will go in effect until 5:45. It's also in clear area that extends all the way from Menlo in there's a coverage area there. There's all like Winona, Monument, Oakley, Colby is just to the south and east of this.
just to the south of Oakley. Move to a basement, interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. Boy, you watch the Weather Channel for any amount of time, and you see that almost every night where rainfall does, especially as it gets darker. Rain will hide those tornadoes. So do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. Torrential rainfall occurring with this storm. It may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. We have very dry pavement, very dry grounds. And so a lot of that water is not going to be able to absorb very much. So it's going to stay on top, and it's just going to flow everywhere. So we got a lot going on tonight. All right. So a tornado warning until Central Time. We also have this here thunderstorm warning. This was the latest one, and that goes for Wallace, Thomas, Logan, and Gove counties. That for next 10 minutes or so on that one. They may allow that one to expire. Liz, I moved down here. It's kind of interesting. They've made some changes since last year where we used to be able to just check out the weather in our area, and now it's like kind of showing everyone. I can tell you what's happening in Finney County and Sedgwick County. All right, so here's what we've got. Cool, we can absolutely. But again, we got that tornado warning in effect for the next 5 or 6 minutes or so. All right, I'm going to run this. And then we're going to get meteorologist Chris Schromick. He's standing by. Get him on the line. Get him back on the air. Parts of this listening area are in a tornado warning at this time. A tornado warning. A tornado has been spotted and is to save your life and the life of others. A tornado's been seen. You need to take shelter. If you're in a home, seek the lowest level of your home. Try to locate the strongest prim, protect your head and away from windows. Get out of vehicles. Do not try to outrun a tornado. Get out of your vehicle and line it. Should you be living in a mobile home, leave it for a more sturdy shelter quickly. Again, seek shelter in a strong building or flat in a ditch or ravine. Mobile homes, even if tied down, offer little to no protection from a tornado. Tornadoes often travel at fast speeds and can travel at slow speeds too. Flying debris from tornadoes cause damage and injuries. If you're just tuning in, we're in a tornado warning situation, meaning a tornado is causing damage and shelter is needed at this time. Again, if you're in a building or home, go to the lowest level. If there's no basement, seek the strongest interior part of the building and stay away from windows. If you're in a mobile shelter, lie flat in a ditch or in a vehicle. Your quick would save your life. Don't try to outrun a tornado if you're in a vehicle. Stay with us on this station for further. Again, we're in a tornado warning, meaning a tornado's been spotted by the public, law officers, or trained storm spotters. All right, NWKS Radio. It is now 5:39 Central Time. Back on the phone we go to the meteorologist hotline and the lovely and always talented Chris Schromick with the latest. Good evening, Chris. Busy night so far. What do you have for us?
We're continuing to watch this tornado warning that's going to be in effect here for another 6 minutes, and that does include Oakley and places to the west and that mile mark. Since we last were on the air, the rotation has kind of been lost on the radar movement here. There still might be a little bit on that Thomas Low County line during I-70, but again, that it'll be iffy if this warning will continue or not here in about 6 minutes. But right now, there is some minimal rotation showing up right there on those county lines and moving to the east-northeast at that 15, 20 miles an hour. Also, we were talking about on that last thing is the large warning box. It does include everything from just to the south and east of Colby, Menlo area, all the way back to Wallace. There's 3 or 4 cells in that area, and they're all got little pockets where there could be nice hail, maybe a little larger, those downward wind gusts or gust fronts being built off of those cells. of 60 mile an hour, and they're kind of expanding back to the west. We thought they could clip Colby is staying to the south and east. The next west also looks like we'll probably miss Colby, but everything to the east of that, Winona, Monument, Oakley, eventually Goodmill's got some storms moving into it. Hoxie will here shortly, and Jim. So if you're in that Jim, Selden, the Hoxie area, that's probably the next place that'll see some thunderstorm activity. And we do have that severe warning box that does include all that area from Menlo all the way back to Wallace until the top of the hour. So we got about 20 minutes left on that one. We got just a few minutes left on the tornado warning. We're going to keep an eye on it, whether it's going to be extended. If it does extend it, and if there is that rotation, if you're out there traveling about, just look to the south of I-70 there between Oakley and that mile marker 73, and you might be able to see a funnel or some rotation up in the sky. But right now, it does look like it's not potentially on the ground, but something that's very dangerous. Get off the highways there in the dance flow line area. To watch large hand pockets back to Wallace, Winona area, Monument, and south and east of Colby.
All righty, are we at the peak, or where are we kind of headed with severe weather tonight?
I think what we're going to see is this peak's going to be now and at the 6 o'clock hour. Once it starts working its way to the east a little bit, that stuff in to Grove County, southern Logan County, and out of the Scott County area will probably be our most severe activity, kind of staying south and east of that line from Tribune area. That's probably looking for in the later evening period. And again, right now, once we lose time heating and that, with the tornadic activity, that will start getting pretty minimal, but we can continue to have pockets of these stronger cells or downdrafts that would have fall type size hail and those wind gusts 60 mile an hour. Do think as west, let's say cold, be on an outflow boundary from these storms. Storms marginally would be severe, but more have that kind of the blue box in there, the 50 mile an hour winds, maybe the smaller hail.
All right.
Those do pop.
At 5:43 Central Time, this is Severe WKS Radio. You can check us out, stream online
noaa.com. And we also have, again, this is a one-on-one communication. You got direct access to meteorologists, no AI, and we can have as many questions as you want. And again, that's our weather service that we're providing.
The National Weather Service in Goodland has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Logan County, southwestern Gove County, until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 6 miles southwest of Scott State Lake to 7 miles northwest of Manning, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Expected hazards include ping-pong ball-size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. These severe thunderstorms will remain over mainly rural areas of southeastern Logan and southwestern Gove counties, including the following locations: the Monument Rocks. Repeating, a SIV issued until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas, Gove and Logan.
All right, so it seems like these keep on and coming in. We'll keep you up to date with that. All right, go ahead. All right, Chris, we'll get to the thunderstorm warning. Did they allow the tornado warning to expire?
The tornado warning has expired, and that cell has right now is going right over I-70. You could see maybe a little bit of a wall cloud there, but it is a weakening cell in that tornado warning area, so that's kind of what it's probably converted over to. That warning will be in effect until the top of the hour and does include a large swath all the way from Menlo, includes Oakley. We got Sharon Springs, Wallace, and Monument, again, in that path of heavy rainfall. Southeastern Logan, southwestern Gove County, there's a cell that's moved through the Scott City area and is now moving through northeastern and Scott County and northeastern Lane County into that area down there about the Monument Rocks and the parks. That does have the potential for some ping-pong-size hail and the 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and that does go till 6:30 here this evening. So that's the new warning. We'll be watching that warning up there in Thomas, Logan, Wallace County area to see if that will be extended a little bit farther east, and north and east include maybe Hoxie, Selden, and areas to the east of Oakley.
All right, Ryan, Chris, we'll let you get a breather. Appreciate your time. We will check back in with you. We're actually going to split the signals here for a few songs, and we're going to kind of see what's happening down the road. Talk to some other folks. Be back. Make sure you keep it here all evening long. Follow us on Facebook. You're going to see a lot of pictures and videos and information. Search NWKS Radio. If you have things you'd like to pass along, we'd love to see your pictures or kind of get stories from where you're at. What are you finding in those severe warned areas? You can text us information, pictures, videos to our text line at 785-460-0790. That's 785-460-0790. Severe weather on NWKS Radio, courtesy of Roofmasters of Colby, Pathway Egg, and Andrew Flanagan of Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Of somebody, I'm Steve, helping you wrap up the workday, and like Morgan Wallen, I mean, almost the end of the day. You might want to peace out a little bit early.
Howie Mandel for hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins. I'm holding a new Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins sneaker, and first of all, I barely know I'm holding it. It's the quilted material. It's kind of like a little puffer jacket for your feet, except it looks like a super stylish sneaker. Introducing Cozy
Fit Skechers Slip-ins, the latest comfort Skechers. You can find cozy fit Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store. Footwear is so.
The Colby Event Center is open to the public from Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. The facility features a walking trail around the main gym, as well as a meeting room space and full-service kitchen area that is available to rent. For more information, please call 785-460-4435 or come see us at 1200 South Franklin Ave.
This is Josh Ryan with Farmers and Merchants Bank. This year, to celebrate Community Bank Month, we are teaming up with Colby's Rotary Club to provide a free community shred day. You can drive through F&M's West parking lot on Saturday, April 11th. We will help unload the documents from the vehicle and we'll be serving coffee and donuts. So come on to Merchants Bank. Together, making a difference. Member FDIC.
Looking for a stable, high-paying career in healthcare without the massive debt? At Colby Community College, you can train to become a physical therapist assistant, dental hygienist, or nurse and get financial assistance along the way. Advisors are ready to help you move into a high-demand field with good pay.
Hail, 60 mile per wind gusts with this storm. This was is going to remain over mainly rural areas of southeastern Gulf counties, including the area near the Monument Rocks. Got pounded last year. Like, that's what we have so far. All right, let me go over here and much of our listening area until 11 o'clock Central Time tonight. More showers and storms tonight. And then tomorrow we're into rain in the afternoon, and it looks like the
per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Wallace and northwestern Logan counties. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time or 5:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties in Kansas, Logan, and Wallace.
Uh, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 6:30 p.m. Daylight Time, severe thunderstorm. And so let's talk about